This is hers.
Thank you.
It won't do you any good. Like I said, the lady isn't home.
You never can tell.
Suit yourself.
Well, I may just hang around till she gets back.
You could have a long one.
Well, I'm in no hurry. Tell me, how long has Miss Blake lived here?
A few years.
You know her well?
Not really. I only see her to take her checks.
I see. Tell me, has, she ever been late with a month's rent?
Pays on time every time. Not like some of the other tenants I've gotten here.
Yeah.
Miss Blake keeps to herself, but she's no trouble. At least she didn't used to be.
What do you mean?
Well, you tell me, Commissioner. What have you got on her?
What makes you think I've got anything on her?
It's all that coming and going, isn't it? She's up to something and you're on to her, right?
Wrong.
What are you doing here?
I live here, remember?
I thought you were gone.
Obviously. I'm not up to anything, not that it's any of your business, but if you want to play cops and robbers, why don't you do it someplace else, okay? I'm Jenny Blake.
Robert Scorpio, Police Commissioner of Port Charles.
Please come in, Mr. Scorpio. I've been expecting you.
It's a simple hairline fracture. Nothing to worry about.
Thank you. That's a relief.
He'll be as good as new in 6 weeks, thanks to you.
I did what anyone would have done. I just happened to be there.
Well, if you hadn't found him, he could have frozen to death out there or at least come down with a serious case of frostbite. This kind of weather takes a lot of fingers and toes.
And I'm glad that he's going to be all right.
Thank you for everything you've done, Doctor.
Oh, you're very welcome. Oh, your brother wants to see you.
My brother?
You are twins, aren't you? People that look that much alike have got to be related.
Doctor, when may we see him?
In a few minutes, I'll let you know.
Thank you very much.
Don't go away.
Grant, don't let it upset you. It's an assumption anyone could have made.
That isn't what's bothering me.
Then what is?
I'm not about to go in there.
Why not?
Because I don't want to see him. I did what I had to do, and that is the end of it.
I don't understand.
It's very simple, Celia. I don't want to have anything else to do with that man. Come on, let's go back to the lodge.
No.
What do you mean, no?
I mean, with or without you, I intend to see Grant Putnam.
You or didn't you offer Rick Weber a bribe?
Well, I'm sure getting the blame for it, that's for sure, thanks to Brock.
You trying to tell me you didn't offer Rick that bribe?
No, what I'm trying to say is you don't know the whole story.
That's why I'm here for a few questions.
Maybe you ought to be questioning Weber, Commissioner. I mean, he's the one who committed the crime.
I'm not so sure about that.
I told you what he did.
I'm more interested in what you've done, Miss Blake, in that you've used the fact that you're Mike's mother to get close to the Webers.
That has got nothing to do with what happened.
Just a big coincidence, huh?
Yeah, it is a big coincidence. But you want facts? I'll give you facts. One, Rick Weber solicited a bribe. I heard him clearly ask for a payoff. I obliged him.
Why?
To catch him in the act, which is exactly what I did.
And why would you want to trap Rick Weber? I mean, are you the Cape Crusader in your spare time?
I don't like to see big, important honchos take advantage of innocent people.
And I feel the same way about con artists.
Oh, great. Great. Weber's the criminal. I get the 3rd degree.
Maybe that's because I don't buy your story.
All right, what do you want me to do?
Are you prepared to testify in a court of law to what you've told me here?
Absolutely.
Are you aware of the penalties for perjury in this state?
I'm not lying.
Well, we're going to find out one way or another. Tell me, whose money did you use in the payoff, Brock's?
His company's.
You had access to $25,000? That's a lot of petty cash.
Brock trusts me with company checks. I can sign without a counter's signature. Weber asked for $25,000. I signed, no problem.
Not for you, anyway.
I don't know how much more proof you need.
There's more to this than meets the eye, Miss Blake, and I intend to prove it.
All right, great. You go ahead. You do that. Right ahead. But right now, for now, Mr. Commissioner, I think you have taken up enough of my time.
You've seen nothing yet.
Cheerio, Commissioner.
We'll be in touch. You can bet on it.
Brock, it's me. Everything's wrong. The police commissioner was just here questioning me. No, buddy, you relax. What are you trying to pull here? Listen, you better just get your story straight with me, or I may be going to the authorities with a little bit of a different story. No, you don't have to worry. I stuck to our story, but listen, man, you better be playing it straight with me. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds nice. A nice little check might help me calm down a little bit. All right. I'll come to Port Charles tomorrow. Tomorrow. I'll be there.
Well, there's no change.
Is that good or bad?
Could be either. There's just no way of telling, Jimmy Lee.
Damn!
Why don't you go downstairs and get something to eat? We might be here for a long time.
I'm not going anywhere until I know he's all right.
I'm about to go home, but first I wanted to find out how Edward's doing.
It's touch and go.
Well, that's encouraging, hanging in there like that. Any idea when you know something more?
5 minutes, 5 days. There's just no way of telling.
How are you holding up, Jimmy Lee?
Well, I've been better.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Yeah. Save my father.
We're doing everything we possibly can.
I know.
Rick, be sure and call me if there are any further developments. Has he regained consciousness?
He's gone a couple times. He whispers a few words, but most of the time he's been under.
Okay. CICU. Yes, Jesse. Yes, he's here. I'll tell him. Thank you. Jesse has Alan on the phone at the nurse's station.
I'm gonna go talk to him. I'll be back in a minute, okay?
Were you just being optimistic for his benefit?
Steve, I told him the truth. His father has a 50-50 chance. That's it.
From the look on his face, I don't think he took that as good news.
Alan. Yeah, look, hold on. Yeah, well, 1 minute he was fine. He was yelling and ranting and raving in the trailer, and next he was in the snow. Dr. Hardy says 50-50. Look, don't tell Lila until we know if he's gonna make it or not, okay? Fine. Fine, I'll tell everybody that you're gonna be here tomorrow. No, I'm gonna stay with him all night. Put him on. Hi, Monica. Yeah, fine, let you talk to him. Here he is. Rick, Monica wants to know some details about his condition. Will you talk to him?
Of course. Hi, Monica. No, it's not good. He was in full arrest when Jimmy Lee found him. Monica, if Jimmy Lee hadn't administered CPR, I don't think that Edward would be here. We've got him on constant monitor. We're checking all those vital signs, the enzymes, all the gases, etc.
Are Alan and Monica planning to come right back from Palm Beach?
They can't come back till tomorrow morning. That's when they can catch the first plane.
They must be frantic.
Everything.
Not the only one.
Why don't you go home and get some rest?
We'll call you if anything happens.
I'm staying with my father.
Thank you.
Can I go back to CIC?
Of course, of course.
Thank you.
That's me. Please, come on in.
Thank you. Well, how are you feeling?
Why? Would you like to go out and do some dancing?
No, thank you. The doctor says you'll just be fine.
Thanks to your husband, yes.
It is rather a coincidence that the three of us are all here together, isn't it?
Yes, isn't it? I decided I had to take a break away from the books, and I thought I'd go out and do some skiing. If I'd known that this was going to happen, I never would have come. Are you two staying at the resort?
Yes, we are. Are you?
No, I rented a place in town.
Oh, well, I hope it's comfortable. It doesn't look like you're going to be doing too much skiing for the rest of your vacation.
No, it doesn't. I suppose that's just as well, considering my records on the slopes. It's been a disaster, as you know.
Grant, you're a good skier. You just had an uncommon run of bad luck.
Could have been a lot worse had it not been for your husband, Celia. I honestly thought that I was going to die. When I looked up and saw Grant reaching down for me, I thought I was dreaming.
How did you find yourself in that crevasse?
I never saw it. All of the warning flags have been knocked down.
That's what Grant said. How could someone do that?
I don't know. But I'll tell you this, I would love to get my hands on the guy who did it.
I don't blame you.
Yeah. I mean, one minute I'm coming down the slope and I'm under perfect control. The next I'm dangling over this hole in the earth and hanging on for dear life.
Well, how long were you hanging on before Grant found you?
Not long, fortunately. I couldn't have held on a minute longer.
Frightens me just to think about it.
You and me both. Your husband is a remarkable man.
Yes, he is. I think so.
Yes. I was hoping to see him, too. Where is he, anyway?
He was a little upset by this whole thing, so he's out there resting.
Oh? Well, I'd like to thank him. Not that there's any proper way to say thank you to somebody for saving your life.
I'm sure he understands.
Still, I'd like to see him. I don't even know what I'll say, but I have to let him know how much this means to me. Will he be coming in?
I don't know.
Would you ask him for me?
Sure. I'll go get him now.
Thanks.
Take care.
Hi. Well, guess I'm a little late, huh? I can explain. Well, you see, what happened was that Ginny was a little late in getting back. And so I decided to hang around, and, well, when she got back, we chatted for a little, and here I am.
What did you do? Take her to the dinner and theater?
Oh, come on, Holly, please, look,
I
I'm
know.
sorry.
Business comes first and second and third. I don't think I even come in the top 10.
Oh, darling, that's not true. Come on, look. You know that you're Namira Uno with me. Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's why you stood me up.
Look, I've been trying to shake Ginny Blake's story regarding the bribe.
Which is?
That Rick solicited the payoff. She claims was made on behalf of DeLise.
Under orders from Brock.
Well, that part's a bit unclear. However, she did say that it had nothing to do with her being Mike's mother.
Can you believe that?
You don't?
Of course not. It's the biggest load of rubbish I ever heard. It's obvious that Brock was using Mike to get at Rick. Well, he figured that Rick would back down and reopen DeLise rather than be raked over the coals by the press as a corrupt public official. Well, when he refused to stand down, then Brock panicked and he just went too far. What's so funny?
I'm sorry, go on, go on.
Oh, you think I'm wrong?
No. No, I mean, you're probably right. However, you are without a doubt the most mercurial person I've ever met.
What's that got to do with it?
Well, just a few minutes ago, you were roaring crazy mad at me. Now, you've forgotten it.
I have not forgotten.
Oh, yes, you had until I reminded you. And you want to know why?
No.
Because you love playing detective.
And I do a very good job at it, too.
You'll do.
Give me a couple of days and I could solve this case.
Yeah, well, I'd sooner take you to dinner. You are still hungry.
I'm famished.
Well, we'll have to do a rain check on the theater, but Well, you at least have the benefit of my company for the remainder of the evening. How's that? Maybe after 2.
Well, that's fine, as long as you promise to tell me all about the Ginny Blake case whilst we dine.
Don't you ever think of anything else but business?
Now, about Ginny Blake.
Oh, come on, love. I haven't even had my first jug of martinis yet.
Well, we shouldn't waste valuable time. This is an important case.
They all are.
Oh, that reminds me. Whilst I was sitting waiting for you, I had a lot of time to think.
You like to rub it in, don't you?
What you were saying about talking to Grant Putnam again, I think you're absolutely right. You have to question him about Dr. Campbell's disappearance.
Yes, dear.
Sorry, I thought he was coming out of it, but he didn't. We're gonna keep a very close eye on him. What you want?
I'm staying here with my father.
How can you be so insensitive, Grant? First you save a man's life, and then you won't let him thank you for it.
You don't understand.
Well, no, you're right there. I don't understand.
I almost didn't save him, Celia.
What do you mean?
There was a moment when I hesitated.
When you realized who it was that you were saving?
Yes. When I reached down to grab him and I recognized Grant, I froze. For one awful moment, I knelt there in the snow just staring at him. I almost didn't help that man.
But you did, and that's what counts.
I'm not so sure.
You saved his life, Grant.
Barely.
Well, do you think that makes a difference to Grant Putnam?
I don't know. But I am ashamed of myself, Celia. I'm a doctor. I'm supposed to save lives, and I almost let a man die.
I think you're making too much of this.
Well, I don't. And I cannot see him.
Why not?
Because of how I feel.
Grant, the man wants to thank you, not attack you.
Are you so sure of that?
Grant, what are you getting at?
You know how I felt about him ever since he gave me that look in the student union.
What's important right now is not how you feel or how you felt, but what you did. You saved Grant Putnam's life. Now let him thank you for it. He wants to very badly.
Oh, why the hell can't he just drop the whole thing?
Could you in his place?
No, probably not.
Well, then just go in there and let him have his say. Let him thank you for saving his life. It would mean so much to him. Thank you, Grant.
I was beginning to think that you weren't coming. I just wanted to thank you. I realize it's pretty feeble after what you did for me, but there really aren't any words to express the way that I feel. I owe you my life, and that's a debt that I'll never be able to repay. I did what anyone would have done. No, not anyone. It took a very special kind of man to do what you did. I will never forget that.